They are essentially the Golden Panda recipe with a little tweak. So it's liquids first, and the water doesn't really matter. Again, I was messing about with water temperatures to see whether would the warm water sort of help the rise a bit more. This was made, I say, with the bicarbonate soda and cold water. This didn't have hot water, and it was just the best growth. It cooks within 30 minutes, so it's a quicker Panda, and yeah, great texture. So I'm going to start with all the wet ingredients in the bowl first, which are 1 egg. I used, and this will be interesting because I used the standard low-fat yogurt that I have at the bakery. I've only got the Greek-style yogurt here, so it's slightly higher fat. Oh, that's the other tweak. A little bit more fat, melted butter. So this one's actually going to use 40 grams of melted butter. I'm just going to get that melted in the microwave. Sorry. Ella's filming this and I'm doing my usual tricks and putting everything in front of the camera.
It's actually like incredible you managed to do it.
And it's actually, I cut 40 grams on the nose first time.
And it wouldn't have been on camera.
200, it says on the pack 205, but you know, 205 grams of yogurt. 240 mils of water. And I'm going to get that mixing, and then just slowly, and then add the butter. Yes, you can do this by hand if you haven't got a stand mixer. Just take you a little while to sort of get it all combined.
So 130 grams of Panda flour. Now bear in mind, this is actually quite a big piece of dough. So 20 grams of something that's quite strong tasting might feel a lot, but actually it's over 700 grams this loaf. And you definitely can't taste the bicarbs. So 5 grams of yeast. This is what goes into the Golden Panda mix. So we're now at the point where Golden Panda is now complete. Right, additions to that. 25 grams of mixed spice. You choose your mixed spice. So just make sure that when you look at the label, it hasn't had added sugar. This one is one of the catering ones. First ingredient, cinnamon, ground coriander, allspice, clove, ginger, nutmeg. You can make your own. For me, there's just enough of spice in this recipe. For others, it's more than enough. So you need to find whether you want to go higher or lower. So 25 grams for this, which isn't a huge amount, but obviously it is quite a high carb item. Sweetener, so I'm just using our mix of erythritol and stevia extract here, about 75 grams. It depends where you want your sweetness level. I missed the one thing out of the wet liquids, the ingredient, which is apple cider vinegar, but that's fine, we can go in now. So just making it into a mix, just so you don't get any lumps of spice or actual lumps of baking soda. Broken up at the moment in there. You want it to let it mix enough so it starts to come together as a dough. And that's with a paddle as well rather than a dough, but it's still brought it together.
There you go. So again, I mean, it's ice cold, slightly tacky, but definitely, you know, it's a dough. It's a terrible dough. It's not loose. All right, so I'm going to break these into 100 gram balls. So we're going to get 8. All it is, and I just, when I saw it, I was like, seriously? It's the flour that you would use, so i.e. Panda flour and water. Mix it up into, now that I made this yesterday, so I'm not sure how good this is going to be, I might need to make some more, but into something you can pipe. So there's no exact measurement, it was just a little bit of Panda flour, a little bit of water, and just make it into a paste if you want to do the cross. It's just a plain bread mix. And then using, can you hear Coco, by the way? No, you can't hear her, because she's whining at the back door. I've put a board across the back door so she can't get in. We've just dropped a glass, just before we came on live. There's shards of glass kicking around, so they're trapped outside for now. Piping bag, you can use one of the ones, the reusable ones. We just have a roll of these at the bakery, and literally just pipe your cross in. Over your roll. And believe me, it's very forgiving, so you don't need to be a master baker to do this. It's very forgiving. 30 minutes at 160. We want a fairly slowish, lowish heat to allow the growth.